Hello, 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 and we'll continue with letter N on this number 24 video. And we'll go from New Zealand to Nicaragua, which has way too many banknotes. Way too many actually cheap, relatively cheap banknotes, although there are some here that are hard to find. Again, I was lucky that a dealer that I used to buy stuff in Germany, he did have most of the picks for sale, so I did get a lot of it. These ones are extremely cheap. So we'll go through these quite quick because they're also a bit repetitive and not so beautiful. And here we're already going into the newer stuff, all the way into the polymer series. That is this one that is being used at the moment. And I got also some other ones. There's another 1,000. These are some a bit more difficult ones to find. And talking about that, I will actually start already showing some graded stuff. So here I have this one, pick 127 and pick 119. These are, oh, sorry about that. Need to adjust the camera here, sorry. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So these are some not so easy to find banknotes. Then I recently bought these, which I don't have yet space, so I need to buy some new stuff from new pages. So these ones I was missing, and then I have also this one graded, pick 171. This is a cheap banknote actually. So we move on from there into Nigeria. Nigeria, I would like to have more. Actually have bid on something recently and I won it, so I'm gonna add pick number 12 here to the list. But then these earlier notes, contrary to the really latest stuff, it's hard to find in a good shape and in a decent price. So after that, after these earlier ones, is this same, basically the same drawings, but now they have everything in a smaller format, sometimes in polymer, like these ones. A commemorative one. This is some newer stuff that I got in the last year, and of course they do have, was not the 1,000 here somehow? Where's the 1,000? 500, 1,000, yeah. So they have some ones with new colors right now, and I'm getting those soon. So yeah, that's also something. Then a country that a lot of people do not have much because of or especially the earlier stuff, because it's also forbidden due to restrictions from eBay and stuff. North Korea, and here I'm basically almost complete, even with the earlier stuff. Unfortunately, this one is not uncirculated, and this series is probably the one that is harder to find, and I just managed to complete it recently. And here is actually the bigger value, the 100. That's probably the most difficult one to find. Besides that, from here on it starts. There's a few of these blue ones and stuff, which are forex bonds or trading foreign exchange currency, that are a bit more difficult, but overall the rest is relatively easy, especially if you know where to buy them from Chinese sellers mostly. Yeah, so after that, the drawings are quite repetitive, so I'm not going to go too much in detail. These are a bit newer ones, and these also. And here is the other big value from that one. So yeah, here some more. Yeah, and that's basically it. And from there we go into Northern Ireland, which is something that I didn't used to collect, but then I found some nice banknotes, not so much these ones, but some of the graded stuff, like This big 53. Amazing banknote, or the same series, big 52. Here's also a big number 8. I always find it interesting that they kept this banking scheme going on. It's one of the few countries, together with Scotland. So these are awesome, these ones here, that series. And then also recently got this £100 from big 192. This is a 5-pounder, which is not anything exceptional. Yeah, and from there I have some other stuff here. Here it's gonna be mostly modern and mostly in the lower values, 10, 5. This one is a commemorative from George Best, so some shitty ones, even 1-pounders. And from there we go into Norway, which I also wish I would have more. They don't have so many banknotes. I have some earlier ones, but not a lot. I didn't have this one. I do have quite a few ones to trade or sell, but none in uncirculated. And then we go all the way into the newer stuff, and I don't have the latest series actually. What I also have is the new 500, which is also not yet in the album, and I have this older 500 graded big 51G. Then we have Oceania, none of them uncirculated out of the 3. And we'll finish this album with Oman. Oman I have mostly graded. I also have some earlier stuff. I do like the intricate look of this Omanian banknote, especially the earlier ones. But of course I'm missing some of the quintessential banknotes from Oman, the most expensive stuff. Oh, and actually we still have some Pakistan here, some older Pakistan. We'll continue with Pakistan next album. This is some of the older stuff, earlier stuff from Pakistan. And then of course, so what we have more from Oman, the latest 5 reals, big 19 in PMG 64, big 22 in 65, big 23 in 65 also, big also in 65, big 26 in big 60 in PMG 66. This one very intricate. And then some earlier stuff, big 34. So the backs are not so beautiful anymore, in my opinion. Big 35B. This one, quite an awesome back. Big 38. This one is already 50 reals, so this is a lot of money, and this is not a real cheap banknote. And big 40 for 10 reals. Besides that, and since we were already here, I have the 2 latest commemoratives from Pakistan, also not yet in the album. Not the most beautiful ones anyway. Good. Thank you very much for watching. We'll continue next time. Bye-bye.